So there's this radical right lawyer, and he's a writer, and whatever the fuck he claims to be. His name is Clay Travis. He was on Fox News being interviewed. And he said some interesting things. He said that he believes Joe Biden should pardon Donald Trump for the activities on January 6th. I found that interesting because that tells me then you're acknowledging that Donald Trump did something illegal on January 6th. You, the radical right, are saying, yes, he's guilty, but Joe Biden should pardon him. And the reason he should pardon him, he's saying, well, then Biden would be a uniter and bring this country together. Yeah. And then maybe you can stop trying to impeach Joe Biden. You want to pardon Donald Trump for trying to overthrow this country with tons of evidence, but you want to impeach Joe Biden with zero evidence? See, this is what they do now. When they finally get put in a corner where their guilt is obvious and can be proved, they'll start playing this game. Well, we need to unite this country, so you should just let us go. Sorry, motherfucker, that's not the way it's going to go. What Donald Trump did is probably the most egregious crime any president, maybe any human in history, has taken against this country. That calls for accountability. That counts for punishment. And as far as being a uniter, we can never be a uniter as long as they're MAGA fucks like you. Just take a look at the Republicans in the House of Representatives. You motherfuckers can't even agree with one another. The Republican Party is more divided than this fucking country. And then he said something that I've always heard, and it pisses me off every time I hear it. He said what happened on January 6th is just a pinprick of all the damage and destruction and violence of the BLM riots. They always want to equivocate January 6th with the BLM riots. Well, what we're finding out about the BLM riots, they were instigated by white supremacists for the most part, and then it kind of exploded. And I'll grant you, yes, there was violence. Yes, there was destruction. It was horrible. And the police were called in and they did whatever they did. But are you telling me you don't see the difference between a group of people trying to overthrow our country and a group of people angry about being killed in the streets? Neither one is something we want to see. We don't want to see that kind of violence in the street. But you don't understand the difference? That's a poor comparison. That's a fucking stupid comparison. That's as dumb as saying Joe Biden should pardon Donald Trump because he could be a unifier. Fuck you. I'm tired of your bullshit. You've been caught, there's evidence, you're backed into a corner, and you're fucking cooked. So you can claim whatever you want and you can beg for whatever you want, but if the Democrats in this country is smart, there will be no mercy. You will be accountable for all the things you've done to this country. And we will be done with you and be able to move on with some positivity and some decency in the future.